What's going on, everybody? Let's look at some charts and see what maybe some clues with the charts can help us for next week. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. All right. Let's start here with the NDX for QQQY. And we talked about at this point here that this point here was the time. We'll zoom in here a little bit to buy QQQY. Why is that? Well, it was the X date, so that worked out really well with the dividend drop. But as you see there, we had a touch and a hold on a 20-period moving average. Usually when that happens, you get a rise up. So that was the time to average in to QQQY. Until then, for me and my plan, I'm just going to wait until we get another pullback like that. Let's look at it on a weekly time frame. It's pulling up the NASDAQ on a weekly time frame. As you see here, we have just straight rocketed for weeks in a row, and it's a glorious sight to behold. Still a long way to go until any kind of meaningful pullback. So until that happens, I will keep buying and just slowly adding a cash position, waiting for the markets to come with a pullback. You can never tell when that's going to happen, but I think it's smart to build up a small cash position for when that does happen, so you can buy a lot of shares and get it really cheap. Let's look at SPX today. We're also going to look at Tesla, and we're going to look at Coinbase. Now, I want to show you this. We talked about this area quite extensively when it was happening. Let me draw a line for you here. This area here, right? We talked about this area here for quite some time, and we were expecting a dynamic move out of there, out of this channel, and that is exactly what we got. Again, the best time to buy here was just like QQQY or NDX. Best time to buy was right there. 20-period moving average, used it as support, and took off from there. Waiting for a pullback on SPX to get some more JEPI. I started to have a starter position. I started in JEPI today. I sold my Apply for profits and dividends, and now I'm in JEPI. So there is that. Let's look at IWMY and the Russell. And this thing is just, honestly, guys, it is so easy to work out really well. Let's go here to a weekly time frame on the Russell. I'm going to zoom out here. I've been doing really well on IWMY, well above for profits, and I'm going to show you why. Because we are making, now this isn't a guess, now this is confirmation, right? You see that middle channel? This is what we're making over here. Let me show you. And my cost is so great on IWMY, and I've made, I'm way up on it because I only buy at the bottom of this middle channel. Let me show you. I buy at this level right there, at the 190 level, 1,900 level is where I buy IWMY, and I don't touch it again. I just let it go up. It looks like it's going to go up to 205 like it did last time. Sell off, come right back down, then I'll get some more shares. So right now, the Russell is doing what it always does and what I have for quite some time, trade in channels. Let's look at Tesla. This 180 level has been so important for Tesla, as we can see here in the past, right there. Use 180 as support. Currently using 180 as support, right? So currently that's what it's doing. So you can see there we stopped dead in our tracks at 180, and this week we have risen up. Let's look at it on a daily time frame. So I've been buying Tesla around the 180 level on Tesla. Our next resistance is going to be the $200 mark. As you see right there, we have the 20-period moving average, which is in white, racing down. That's going to provide some serious resistance. And I want to show you this too on a weekly time frame. See this purple line? That is the 200 period moving average. I would expect Tesla to go up there, but its head against 200 and maybe fall back down again. As bulls, we want to see it get above the 200 period moving average, but it may take a little bit to get there. So that's what I'm seeing on Tesla. Now, to everyone who's watched my stuff about COIN and COIN, I want to show you this. I'm going to zoom in here. So you see this line I put there. We're going to draw another one for you. 120 used to be resistance, right, for COIN. Well, since that time, 120 has now become support. As oftentimes happen in a market, previous resistance, when you get above it, becomes support. And we've talked about this for a couple weeks now, that we expect COIN to jump up from this $120 level, which it indeed has, as you see there. I'm going to show you the next spot of resistance on COIN. We're going to go to a daily time frame. I would expect, so you can see right here, okay? Look at that, serious resistance at the 160 level. Last time it just couldn't cross 160. It looks like it's trying to head up there now, in a previous next week or two. So this one, we're going to go ahead and mark this, and I would recommend, everyone mark this on their chart. That 160 level, that's going to be a possible spot where COIN goes and bumps its head. I would be looking for it to stop there. I mean, could it rocket up and go up to 180? Absolutely. And I want to show you something else here on COIN. Look how far it could run. I mean, it could go all the way back up there, right? So, but currently, the major resistance is this 160 level. So be looking for that. Hope you enjoyed the content. This is Mike.